Well, and we got a good Raw too. Holy fucking shit. I really wonder if Vince McMahon fired everybody in the fucking WWE writing staff, because holy shit, this was a good Raw, a good fucking Raw to follow up a fantastic WrestleMania. We haven't seen a Raw like this in God knows how fucking long. It's been fucking ages since we've seen something this good. We started off with Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. Brock Lesnar is gonna cash in his rematch clause tonight on Raw, and he wants Rollins, and Stephanie comes out and says that, you know, Rollins is gonna be there tonight, and he's gonna face Brock. And I was pretty fucking excited about this. In the first match, you had Daniel Bryan, the new Intercontinental Champion, defeating Dolph Ziggler. What a great fucking match this was, with great counters. And, you know, I'd love to see them in an even longer match, like a 20-30 minute match, even like an Iron Man match. Go watch these guys wrestle for a fucking hour. Two of the best going head to head, and they have tons of chemistry together. They've already had great matches prior to this, and this was no exception. At the end, Sheamus comes back. He returns with a big fucking mohawk and a fucking beat up beard. The crowd was chanting, "You look stupid." The new look is okay. You know, it's not the best. If I had to choose, I like Sheamus's original look better. But, you know, really, it's, you know, it makes him look more like a fucking psychopath. And thank God he's coming back as a heel. This is when I liked Sheamus. This is when Sheamus is at his best, when he's nothing but a fucking bully, when he's nothing but a fucking asshole. And, you know, this is the type of Sheamus I like to see. And thank God this Sheamus came back and not the joke-telling goofball Sheamus. Thank God. I was pretty happy about that, and Sheamus coming out and, you know, tearing everybody up. And, you know, yeah, it was actually like the first time they had somebody look like a heel and not look like a fucking idiot. You might think he looked like an idiot, like you don't like his style, but he looked good coming back. So I enjoyed that as well. And then we had a big fucking 8-man tag. The Lucha Dragons from NXT and New Day defeating the Ascension and Tyson Kidd and Cesaro. Another great fucking match. This was like, reminded me a lot of the Fatal 4-Way from the pre-show at Mania. Nothing but non-stop fucking action, and Kalisto stole the fucking show. This guy could be like the next Rey Mysterio. Fuck, he's even more talented than Mysterio. He gets in one spot, he climbs up on Cesaro's shoulders and backflips off of it. Fucking perfect fucking backflip. And he was flying all over the ring. And, you know, this was just another great fucking match. Another great match, you know, on a great fucking show. This is how Raw should always be. Why can't Raw always be about great matches and great segments? Would that be such a horrible fucking thing, to have a great show, great matches and great segments? What the fuck are we thinking? You know, getting great matches on the fucking show. Who would fucking, you know, hope for that? Nah, you know, we gotta watch a show and expect it to be shitty. Then it's finally Rollins. It's time for the big match between Rollins and Lesnar. Rollins gets on the mic and says he's feeling a bit jet lag. He fucking runs. He fucking jets out of there. Lesnar gets fucking pissed off and he starts tearing everybody up. Takes Jamie Noble and fucking Mercury, throws him around. He fucking flips the announce table over on Booker T. Booker T's like this. And like, he grabs Michael Cole, fucking F5s Michael Cole, and credit to Michael Cole taking a big ass F5, like face first, not one of them F5s where some of the wrestlers even just fall on their backs. No, fucking Michael Cole taking an F5 even better than The Undertaker. He got hit face first right in the mat. I was very impressed with Michael Cole selling this F5. Also took JBL and F5'd his ass as well. It was fucking awesome. Lesnar was going fucking nuts, destroying everybody during this fucking segment. So even though the match didn't happen, you know, even though they didn't give us what was advertised, they still fucking redeemed themselves by giving us a great fucking segment. After this, Stephanie comes out and suspends Brock, but, you know, Brock's not scheduled to be there probably until SummerSlam. So, you know, that's okay. Then you had Damien Sandow defeating Stardust, you know, just a little short match. But after this, The Miz comes out with a fucking vicious attack. And, you know, this Miz-Sandow feud is, you know, I've noticed since Mania, you know, they're making it a bit more serious. More of, you know, like a typical feud, not a goofball fucking feud. And I'm starting to get interested. The Miz being vicious again. Reminding me of The Miz that we saw in 2011. The one that was tag teaming with R-Truth, just like a renegade Miz. That was a Miz that I liked. That's what I was a fan of The Miz. When The Miz actually, you know, was fucking evil. When he actually acted like a heel and not like a fucking joke. Not some comedy goofball character. Then you had Adrian Neville, or in this case, just Neville. You know, everybody's first name's gotta go. No Alexander Rusev, it's just Rusev. No Antonio Cesaro, it's just Cesaro. You know, I don't always understand what was wrong with, what's wrong with these, these first names. This is kind of like if Steve Austin was just Austin. You know, it's like, you know, you could call him Neville if you want, but, you know, why can't he have a first name? Would that be so horrible? And if they were going to go with a first name, why not just call him by his old name, Pac? You know, unless they're worried people are going to get confused with X-Pac, but they look nothing alike. But anyway, this, he faces off against, Curtis Axel, a quick squash match, but impressive, and a good way to introduce Neville. He did like 30 backflips in a row. Then he hits the red arrow to end things, and this was a great way to fucking introduce Neville. Hopefully that they make Neville into a huge star. I'm like getting visions of fucking Neville against Rollins, Neville against Bryan, Neville against Ziggler. You know, Neville against Ambrose. You know, these could be great fucking matches. Or, you know, even like Kalisto versus Neville. Just, you know, any high flyer technical wrestler could be awesome. Or they could bring, like, Neville and Tyson Kidd, or Neville and Cesaro. You know, think of the fucking possibilities. It's pretty fucking exciting. If they handle Neville well, we could have another great star on the roster. Then John Cena cuts a promo and mocks everybody about him winning the U.S. title, you know, and I'm happy that Cena's a champ instead of fucking Rusev, because I don't like Rusev. I fucking hate his ass. And to all the people that say Cena fucking sucks, once again, the proof is in the pudding, motherfuckers. Look at this great match. Don't give me that shit that it was just fucking Ambrose doing it. Let me tell you something. I don't like John Cena, but John Cena does put on a good performance when he is allowed to. You know, Cena's character is fucking horrendous, but you know, these chants of "you can't wrestle," Cena knows what he's doing in there. Cena's, you know, knows how to execute moves. Cena rarely botches. Think about the last time that Cena has botched the move. There was a little bit of a botch, but you couldn't tell in this match if it was Ambrose or it was Cena with the sunset flip power bomb. But this match was fucking great. Holy, like 1,000 different counters. Like it was like Ziggler and Daniel Bryan, but this was an even better match. Actually, yes, I'm even saying that about my favorite wrestler's match. It was inferior to the Cena match. This was a great, just, you know, a sign of great things to come. You know, another good match on Raw, giving us a slew of great matches. As I said, this is how it should always be, motherfuckers. Then you had AJ, Paige, and Naomi defeating the Bellas and Natalya. And this was a good Divas match. Even better than the Mania Divas match. The good matches keep coming, motherfuckers, and they won't stop. And I say, never stop. Holy fucking shit. You know, like the fucking Rob Zombie song, Never Gonna Stop. I hope that holds true. I hope that we could apply that phrase to WWE. Somehow, I doubt it. It would be foolish to say something like that after all the ways WWE has wronged us and lied to us and disappointed us in the past. But, holy fucking shit, another good match. Then it was Rusev defeating Goldust, and this match wasn't that great, but not all the matches can be good, guys. Then you had your main event. It was Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Ryback defeating Seth Rollins, Kane, and a Big Show. The fucking crowd turned against this, you know, like fucking tenfold. They fucking hated this match. It wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a great match. You know, it was an okay match, you know. Kind of didn't live up to the rest of the matches on the fucking card, the other big matches, but, you know, it was somewhat entertaining for what it was. So yeah, I'm not gonna hate on this. I'm not gonna say it ruined the fucking show. But a surprise in the main event would have been a nice way to cap off this Raw, but perhaps it would be selfish and asking too much to ask for more. You know, they already gave us quite a bit on this show. And, you know, in this day and age, asking for more is kind of fucking foolish, you know. I'm happy that we at least got this quality of a show. We haven't had a Raw like this in fucking ages. And this was an excellent fucking way to follow up Mania. You know, there was a minimal amount of goofiness. There, you know, was no retardation. There was no tiny bulls running around. There was no hornswoggles, no Santinos, you know, no fucking bullshit, you know. There was nothing really on here that annoyed me or was fucking foolish. There was no chicken fries advertisements. You know, Tyson Kidd wasn't in there flirting with fucking chicken. He was in there flirting with great wrestling. But, yeah, a good fucking Raw, a good Mania, a good way to follow up a good fucking Mania with a good fucking Raw, motherfuckers. I was pleasantly surprised by this fucking shit. Definitely an amazing Raw to anybody who missed it because they're, you know, butthurt over PG. You know, I feel sorry for you. You know, if you missed this Mania and you missed this Raw, then, you missed out on quite a bit, I have to say. That was, you know, this week is probably one of the greatest moments in, you know, my wrestling loving life. You know, not one of the greatest moments of my life, but my wrestling loving life. I was fucking on the edge of my seat with Mania, on the edge of my seat with this Raw. I was sitting there with a big fucking smile on my face. I was looking like the Santino. You know, I was looking like the fucking tiny bull. You know, but, you know, I hope that WWE realizes how good these two shows are, and I hope they apply this greatness to the future. You know, if they go back to the same shit that they were like prior to Mania, then we're gonna have a fucking problem, motherfuckers. But if they maintain, you know, at least half of the greatness, then we might have something, you know, worth getting excited about. So, Vince, don't fuck it up, motherfucker. You know, you're doing good so far, you know. I'm starting to love you again. Not too much, you know. But, you know, keep it up. These two shows are pretty fucking